we're asked what percent of the adults exercise, and then there's a row here that says exercise. This is the total number of adults that exercise. We just have to add these up. Some are vegetarian, some are not vegetarian. And then to calculate a percentage, you take the total amount that exercise and divide by the total amount of adults that are in this survey. So we want to know the total for total adults. So all we have to do is add up all the different types of adults they have. They have 52 exercising vegetarians. They have 63 exercising non-vegetarians. They have 58 non-exercising vegetarians. And then they have 77 non-exercising non-vegetarians. So it's 250 adults total. And then to calculate the percentage, you take the amount you're interested in, which is the total amount that exercise, 52 plus 63, that makes 115. Divide by the total, and then times 100. Times 100 to convert it to a percentage. So the total amount of adults, the percentage of adults that exercise is 46%. What percentage of adults are not vegetarian? There's these two amounts that are not vegetarian. So there's 63 plus 77. There's 140 adults that are not vegetarian. And we divide that by 250, then times 100, just like we did in that last one. So that's 56%. Next one says, what percentage of the adults who are not vegetarian exercise? So for this one, we're only considering not vegetarians. So we're not thinking about the total adults. We're thinking about just the total of non-vegetarians. So total non-vegetarians, that's 63 plus 77. So there's 140 people that are not vegetarian. That's our total for this one. Because this one says the percentage of the adults who are not vegetarian. Not the percentage of all adults like the last two questions. The percentage of all adults who are not vegetarian. And so what percent exercise? Well, there's 63 out of 140 that exercise. So that's 63 divided by 140 times 100. So 45% of the adults who are not vegetarian exercise. So is there evidence that adults who are not vegetarian tend to exercise more? So really the question is, it could be rephrased as, is there evidence that adults who are not vegetarian exercise more than those who are vegetarian? And we just found out that 45% of non-vegetarians exercise. So that means 55% of non-vegetarians exercise. That's pretty close to 50% though, right? And so in statistics, usually 5% is used as just like an arbitrary chosen point for whether things are significant or not. So since this is within 5% percentage points of 50%, I'd say no. I'm going to double check though and see what Alex says. No, because the percentage found in part C is about the same as the percentage found in part A. I forgot, what did we get for part A? Yeah, those two percentages are about the same, right? 46%, 45%. That is true. Yeah, so it's not very different from the average. For all adults, it's 46%. For just the non-vegetarian adults, it was 45%. So those two are very close. That is a true statement. Let's rule out the other ones then. No, because the percentage found in part C is about the same as the percentage found in part B. This is just, part B is the percentage of adults who are not vegetarian. This doesn't have anything to do with exercise. Our question is specifically about exercising. So this one we want to rule out because part B is not talking about exercise. This one, greater? No, it's not greater. It was actually a little bit less, but just 1 percentage point less. So that's why we can rule that out. And then, yeah, we ruled out part C is much greater because, again, talking about these two percentages, 46%, 45%, they were pretty close, 1 percentage point. So that's why we're choosing that first option.